Hello folks, welcome back to Jim's Raised Bed Garden. Today in this episode we're going to have a little bit of a harvest. We've got some new potatoes, shallots to harvest, as well as some swede, turnip, a few tomatoes. Let's go and have a look. Right folks, here we go. As you can see, I've cheated a bit. I've made a start, and that's alright. I'm quite pleased with them. Some of them nice size. And one of the things I can't decide, it confuses me a little, about growing shallots in my raised bed or in my 30-litre pots. 30-litre pots, when you come to collect them, you don't get no pitch marks through the taties. I think I've caught a few of these. So, but overall I'm quite pleased. So I reckon that's about a third of my shallots gone. Well, beautiful, really nice. So they're for OT. Not all of them, of course, but I'll go and get them collected up. And Pat, the boss, will be cracking on with our tea. Lovely. Secondly, move on. Excuse one of the cats in the street. I think we'll have a few of these. I actually want to try and clear this, not straight away. I think in my last video I explained I've got some cabbage to go in here, but I think that one's in trouble. I think that one's gone to seed. But that's have a look around there. I think that's a snowball. Yeah, it's just a snowball. And I think I've found that the snowball turnips are a little bit woody if you leave them in too long. And I think these have been left in too long. My beetroot's showing. So I think while I've still got time, I'll leave these alone, in the hope that they can get a bit better. I think we'll have those snowball turnips, we'll have them, and a couple of the bigger Swedes, just to make a bit of space. So I'll bring you back shortly. Right folks, see a lot more space in there now, can you? What's left isn't particularly big. This is what I've pulled. So they're alright, they're quite a nice size. That one's not, maybe. That one is. But they're the snowballs. Jury's out. I don't know whether to grow them next year, but I'm definitely going to be growing these. I think they're lovely. So that's my job for the weekend. I think Pat wants one of them for our tea, and what's left I'll get that chopped, frozen, and put in the freezer. So like I say, overall quite pleased. Lovely potatoes, nice turnips and swedes, heading the right direction. Right, before I go to the tomatoes, I'm going to show you, I'm going to ask you really. Things progressing. This needs fastening up again. That's going really well. Really well. Plenty of flowers on there. Celery. I was going quite well. I'm really pleased. It's thickening up. But what worries me a little bit is the colour. Now this is, I would class it as dark green. But that's alright, isn't it? But the celery you buy in the shops is a lot lighter. Is there a reason for that? Is where I'm at in the north of England. Does anybody know anything to point me in the right direction, or just get on with it? Is it dark green because it's not ready yet? We'll see. Any advice gratefully received. Like I say, put them in the comments. And while I'm around this way, lettuce. As you can see, there's a space in there. One of our neighbours has a rabbit, so we pinched a few off the bottom here for sandwiches for our lunch. But the third one in there has gone next door for the rabbit. And no go, isn't it? That's definitely finished. Got to give up gracefully on that one. Courgette. It's not going to happen. But thankfully, plenty in there. Courgette. Oh, ouch, I felt that. I've even got some basil in there. Don't know why I put it in there. So let's go and have a look at the tomatoes. Oh, while I'm here, blueberries, or lack of blueberries. There's plenty of greenery. Ericaceous compost. More than one blueberry plant in the container. And I think last year we had 4 blueberries. Not got a one. Not one at all, not one flower. Is it still early for blueberries? Again, being up north, are we a little bit behind with the weather? If you can let me know in the comments. I'll be grateful. Right, I'll bring you back. We're definitely going to the tomatoes. Before I go to the greenhouse and show you, this is me troublesome tomato. Still being fed, still being calmagged. But last time I did the calmag, I had been putting it in the base. This time I decided to make a spray, and I've just been spraying the flowers, the leaves underneath as well. They're alright, but on the top they're not still. This one is champion. It's obviously a newer leaf than the others. But this one further up the top, straighten that up. That's still not right, is it? But on the plus side, honeycomb F1. There's a lot of tomatoes on there, but that one, lovely. I'll have that one picked, I think. Right, that's enough of that. Tomatoes in the greenhouse. And I think I've got plenty of tomatoes on in various stages, but these are the ones I'm really impressed with. Honeycomb, my goodness. I saw plenty of comments in other YouTube, I watch a lot of other YouTube videos, and a lot of people rage about the honeycomb F1, and I thought, nah, but we'll give it a try. Absolutely beautiful. I think they're going to be on my top of my list for next year, definitely, along with my black cherry tomatoes. Absolutely lovely. I think last year I had grown them outside and I left them a little bit, well no, I was going to say left them too long and they were a bit hard on the skin, but I think that was probably because they're outside. They're absolutely lovely as well. So that's close to the honeycomb F1. Got more honeycomb F1 here. And more flowers on my pepper. 2 lovely peppers under there. I'll try and get in a bit closer, show you. Oh yeah. Treading all over me cucumber. leave one out there, isn't it? There we go. Eventually got there. And another one there. So really pleased with the peppers. Tomatoes. This one's unknown. I mean, look at that. You've got to be impressed with them. I just wish I knew what type it was. Not much going on that one, and I don't really know which one that is, but oh, it's a bit bad, isn't it, looking into the light? Sorry. We get away to the other side. That one's a money maker. Still like money maker. Right down there as well. Quite pleased with the tomatoes, but like I was trying to say before, look at the state of this cucumber. Don't know what's going wrong with my colour there. Oh, not the brightness. Never mind. Tell you what, I'll just stop there and I'll bring you back. Check my settings. Yeah, not sure what I did wrong there. I think I put the brightness button right up, but never mind. I'll stop waffling. What I was going to say was, I don't think this greenhouse is suitable for tomato plants as such. So I think next year, thanks to Ali, myrustygarden, I was having a little bit of a chat with her on Instagram, and I've been thinking it before she suggested it. She said am I going to get a proper greenhouse? But I can't really afford a proper one. I've had a proper one in this space here before, and it got wrecked after about 3 months. It wasn't even a bad storm. So I think definitely where I've got my 30-litre pots on the other side of this wall, I'm going to have a proper greenhouse, a bit bigger than this, a bit taller, and let these tomato plants grow. But I'll keep this one here, and all I'll do in this one is cucumber and maybe sweet peppers. They seem to be doing all right for a visitor. Yeah, so I think that's a plan for next year. Keep this just for cucumbers and peppers, maybe a courgette, and I'll have another greenhouse on the other side of the wall purely for me tomatoes. I'm just going to finish off. I'll take you back over to the other tomatoes, and they're doing fine. They're doing all right. Plenty on there. The outdoor girl, and I'm annoyed with myself because I've just taken one from here. It's absolutely about the size of 3 of them, and it's flush red. Absolutely perfect for picking. It's the biggest one I've ever grown, outdoor girl, and I've grown them for a few years. Don't get a lot of them, but my goodness, they're nice. And there's my Heinz. So finally, got some Heinz tomatoes and a few extra flowers. This one as well as Heinz. Plenty of flowers on the upper markers here. Need to trim a few leaves off, but it seems to be moving over to my next Heinz. And look at this. Oh, I didn't say this earlier. Lovely. I say this is taken over. What's that one? Oh, that's a honeycomb. But there's the leaf, flowers for a honeycomb. But I think most of this greenery is from the Heinz over here. Crazy. So anyway, pleased with that. They're all coming on canny. And I've done a few potatoes for tea with a Swede. I'm going to stop there for today. It's about 4 o'clock on the Thursday, 17th I think it is. I'm going to have a day out tomorrow. Anyone seen my Instagram? Yesterday we were up in Northumberland, about an hour and a half away, and it was absolutely boiling, far too hot. So our local beach is only about 20 minutes away, but they're getting a lot of school holidays, school visits really, before the holidays. I just want to finish this one off, and this is a thank you to Linda at Feel Good Gardens. I've mentioned a few times to Linda that my sunflower has been rubbish, and I thought it had finished, and I'd said to her, can you have a little look at my video? I felt a bit cheeky, because she's obviously like the rest of your YouTubers, busy part of the year. But lo and behold, this morning, there's the second clip that I used, and it never really grew. Look at all this. I've had to fasten it back this morning, and it's still growing. So thank you, Linda. I've not given up totally. We will get a sunflower. Catch you later on. Hello folks, welcome back to Jim's Raised Bed Garden. It's change of plan today. We were going to go out and about, but the weather forecast put paid to that. For about 4 days of heavy rain, thunderstorms, so it's all changing the garden. Took down the gazebo, battened down the hatches. Wouldn't be the first time we've lost a gazebo stroke greenhouses. So I'm just going to finish this little video off. I realised yesterday when I was uploading it to Canva, it was already 15 minutes, so I think that's a bit too much. So I'm just going to finish off with the tomatoes, and let you have a look at the tomatoes, and then we'll take things from there. Righto folks, we'll have a few of these lovely tomatoes, honeycomb F1. Absolutely small but lovely. So have any of you grown honeycomb? Or am I way behind the times? Really, really nice. I'm well impressed, and I'll definitely have these again. Like I say, they'll be on top of my list for next year. I'm throwing them away now. I'll find that one. But like I say, I'll pick the rest of those, and I'm going to leave those. Really, really nice colouring, but these are a bit bigger. Just try and get her a bit closer. Really, really nice. Like I say, I'm not sure what they are, as I was given them by a neighbour, John's daughter, and I asked them, and he just said, oh, black cherry tomato. But if anyone knows any different, obviously taking the time going changing colour, but yeah, really, really nice. Lovely, the tomatoes. Happy days. And like I say, just a few at a time, that does us, and keep them growing. So on that note, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I say, long may it continue. If anyone's got any advice, any comments to make, I'd be grateful. And if you want to like and subscribe, even better. So for now, like I say, I just want to say thank you, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.